Got your hot seat questions. Hey, y'all. It's Maddie from Top Rope Squishy, and I'm here with my guest. And you already know who he is. If you don't, shame on you. His name is Lou, and he's from the Bronx, but he is not stationed in the Bronx.
No.
Lou.
Not at all.
Tell people hello, where to find you, where to follow you, or your podcast, all that good stuff.
You guys already know. If you are new to this channel, I am Lou from the BX. I am the honorary. Whoa. See, I did the unprofessional thing. I had the volume on the chat. I am Lou from the BX. I am the honorary phantom co-host of this show. Not really, but kind of, sort of. I am the Top Rope Squishy heavyweight champion of the world with the most appearances on this show. I am the host of the Everything podcast. And we were discussing this in the pregame lobby. I don't know if you guys understand or know this, but there's a Dominican Lou in the chat. That's me. That's my YouTube name. So if you guys, if any of you are confused, Dominican Lou is actually Lou from the BX. So I just wanted to make that clear for everybody.
In case y'all didn't know,
for real,
there's not two. There can never be two. So, and y'all already know. Subscribe, like, comment, follow on Twitter, okay? We got to get started and talk about yesterday's Dynamite. A lot of shit went down, but it's all leading into Forbidden Door, yes? Yes. So Forbidden Door is going to be sick. I'm super excited. Are you excited for Forbidden Door?
Oh my God. I got my tickets. I'm ready to go. I'm going to the theater. I got the night off. So I'm ready to go. If you can find that, if you guys, any of you guys, if you guys can have the opportunity to do that, really, you should do it. I mean, I know COVID and everything, some people might be skittish to go back to theaters, but bro, there's nothing like, yeah, I know. But there's nothing like going to one of these like theaters it's full of wrestling fans. And like, it's like being at a live show. Like everybody's chanting, they're singing Judas. When I'm there, I throw streamers and shit. Like it gets, yeah, I go to the dollar store.
Really?
And I buy like the dollar pack of streamers. It's like a 6-pack. So I buy like 10 of them, different colors.
Are you the only one that does that?
I believe so. Yes, I am the only one.
It's a guy.
I'm the only jackass. So like it's mostly when the Young Bucks come out, because you know they do their thing and then the streamers go sideways. So right before they go, I just throw them, and it's kind of like it's interactive. Oh yeah.
Yes. Well, we have a pretty huge TV here, so we're just gonna make it work.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't blame you.
I'm just not ready for the theater.
And it's also $25, which also helps.
Yeah, because the pay-per-view is $50.
Yeah.
So.
And it doesn't hurt that the theater's like 5 minutes from me. So I have reasons.
You have reasons.
It works out.
I don't have a theater that close. And I doubt that any theater around where I live is going to play any wrestling. I live in the middle of nowhere. But the opening promo, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, we saw, us WWE fans saw a similar promo from Bryan Danielson when he was Daniel Bryan, and it was kind of like a heartbreaking thing when he retired and all that stuff. I knew it wasn't going to be that, but this promo, I liked it. I mean, I enjoyed the promo. He's still kind of like a heel, but kind of like a face. He's in between.
Did he come out the heel tunnel?
He comes out the heel tunnel, yeah. Which is, I don't get it, because he's in the Blackpool Combat Club. They're supposed to be like, they're not really good guys, but they're loved by everybody. But they come out the heel tunnel, which
they walk that
and Moxley comes out of the back, so you can't tell what he is. He's just a whatever. But yeah, the promo itself was I enjoyed it. I like the fact that I obviously I wanted to know who this person is that's going to be replacing him. But it's cool that they have a little mystery there. It'll be a cool thing when you're at the pay-per-view and it's a surprise, and those are always cool. It always gets a reaction. So it's always something to talk about.
You have like some history, about Danielson when he was Daniel Bryan.
Bryan.
It's so fucking confusing.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Do you have an inkling or an idea of who he could possibly be referring to
I'm assuming it's gonna be Cesaro. If you're not familiar with Cesaro, I know you
I've
left.
heard of him.
You left way before he came in.
Yes.
Cesaro, I believe his real name is, I can't even say it. It's because it's super Italian or whatever he's from. It's like Castanoble. I can't say it, but he trademarked the name. It's Czro, so it kind of like it sounds like Cesaro, which is kind of smart. He trademarked that when he got released from WWE. So a lot of people thought he was going to immediately start re-wrestling and all that stuff, but he hasn't wrestled anywhere. But he did trademark that name. So if he comes out, he might come out with that name. Another name that I've heard is possibly Johnny Gargano, who is an NXT guy who's very technical. He's very good. But I don't see him joining the Blackpool Combat Club. Like I don't see him doing that. Like it's
Courtney.
You already kind of.
Penta. And I mean,
I like Kenta.
NJPW. So
yeah, I like Kenta, and it would make sense to have him there. But then he's going to be the new, because the thing is, he said the newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club. It's not just a replacement. He said you guys are going to meet the newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club. So this is a new member of the group. So I'm trying to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying? For me, Cesaro makes the most sense.
So it's not going to be Jamie Hayter because it's a man, you know, it's a guy fight.
Somebody said to me it should be Nyla Rose.
Oh, that's fun.
It should be Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose versus fucking whoever that it is that she's supposed to wrestle.
Terrible. That's terrible.
Technical. So I'm again, you know, the fact that he said you're gonna see some amazing technical wrestling, I would lean it being Cesaro because he's very good. He's very good. And he's very strong.
Okay. So that's a little insight into what we think is happening. But the first match of the night, which opened up Dynamite, after, of course, Daniel Bryan gave his speech, was the United Empire versus Orange Cassidy and Roppongi Vice. And I have to honestly say that this was probably match of the night for me. This fucking match.
Yeah. Oh, no. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I was just going to say this fucking match was fire because Aussie, is it Aussie Open? Is that what they go by also?
Aussie Open.
Sick. I've never seen them wrestle before. So this was, I was like, did they just do that? Every time they made a move, I was like, did they just do that? The fuck is that? Did they just do that? The combos, the shit. And Will Ospreay, y'all can hate him, y'all can love him, but let me tell you something. I like this dude.
Listen, I'm so happy that Will Ospreay is in. Like, I don't know if he's gonna end up joining AEW's roster. I don't know. There's little things that have been happening that kind of lead me to believe that he's gonna join them in a little bit, but I'm so happy that you guys are getting to see Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is a fucking tremendous wrestler. Like the thing I love about him is that he's so into his own gimmick that like you feel like I don't know how to say it. You feel like he's like actually like a real wrestler, which is like a dumb thing to say because they're all real wrestlers, obviously. But like you feel like he's literally like he eats, breathes, and sleeps this shit all day long, kind of like an MJF type shit.
Yeah, he's so good.
He's just his ability and what he does in the ring is just phenomenal. I love watching his matches. If you guys want to see more of him, you should check out Warrior Wrestling. Warrior Wrestling has a lot of AEW people on it, so it's a show that you would enjoy.
I'm definitely gonna watch.
And I think he just lost a championship there, in a 3-way match. So.
Yeah,
but he was champion there for a long time.
I heard so much about him even before he came out in AEW. I heard so much about him. I heard, good things. I heard bad things. But when I saw him for myself, I was like, this guy is no joke. And then yesterday in that trios, that faction is sick as hell. Sick as all hell. I couldn't, Every match that followed was good, was okay, like compared to that one. To me, it was a great night, but that fucking match was main event match of the night for me.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be amazing.
And again, I know you've like said this before on this show. While I appreciate their ability and everything else that goes with that, Roppongi Vice does absolutely nothing for me. I don't understand the pairing.
Kill you.
I don't buy them as, I mean, they're good, you know, technically they're good. They do cool shit. But I just, there's something, I think it's the name. You know what? I think it's the name.
Hate the fucking name.
What the fuck is that? What is it?
Yesterday,
like, does anyone explain what that is?
It was Rocky Romero. Is it maybe from Miami Vice? It was Rocky Romero who took sickest fucking bumps from Aussie Open. It was like this. It was a combo move, and they flipped him over his head, and he killed him. Boom. His soul came out of his body. I was like, he's dead. It was so good. It was so fucking good. I'm actually gonna watch that match again. I'm probably gonna watch that match again before Dynamite, before Forbidden Door, because Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy. Let me tell you, Orange Cassidy came back in rare form. Perfect. I'm a fan of Orange Cassidy. I think he's very underrated in his skill level because his gimmick is so like funny. But if you take away the fact that he's a funny dude and he has a funny gimmick, he can go.
Yeah.
He can go.
Yeah,
but
Orange Cassidy's he's very underrated as a actual wrestler. He can he's comedy, but it's not like other places where comedy is straight up comedy. Like he can have the matches. We've seen him have the matches. So it's you know, he's dope.
And for those who don't know, when he used to wrestle on the Indies and Chris Statlander used to wrestle on the Indies, they had an intergender match. And she said in an interview that her very first Canadian destroyer that she had to take, she took it from Orange Cassidy. Wow. So that's a little bit of history lesson there. But y'all should check it out. It's on YouTube. Amazing match between Chris Statlander and Orange Cassidy. So, and I think it was for a belt of some sort. So yeah, the opening match was amazing, and it followed by another amazing match, which was for the All Atlantic Championship. The only problem was that if you've been following social media, you already knew who was going to take it, which obviously was Malachi Black. And why? Because of CMLL and AAA's issues. Rey Fenix, Penta, and Andrade can't wrestle at Forbidden Door. We're being robbed. We're being robbed. God damn it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's one of those things where, like, if you're always on social media and you see this thing, you kind of like, it kind of sucks because you know Penta's not going to win the match. Doesn't matter what he does. You know, in the end, it's going to be Malachi Black. Because honestly, if that wouldn't have been news, I probably wouldn't have been able to pick the winner of that. Because I would have just been like, fuck, I don't know, bro. I don't know who's gonna win that. That's just tremendous. Like, that's a great match. So it did take away from it a little bit, but the match itself was really good. Of course, Penta and Malachi Black are gonna have a tremendous match. But
wouldn't they?
Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. I am so happy that Miro's back. I'm so happy that Miro's back, man. When that big bastard came on that big screen and he just started talking, I was like, oh my god, dude, I love Miro so much, man. I love that promo. I love this god thing that he has and the way he's twisted it around now. Like, that, did you make this championship for me to test me? Is that what you like? Yo, he just he brings so much to the table. He's like a supervillain. Like, they were all looking at the like, it was funny because Pac comes out to you know, you think they're gonna have a little tussle.
Yeah,
and then here comes Miro with his promo, and then everybody's stuck like, oh shit, that's here. And they just all got stuck.
Yeah, everybody got stuck. So in case y'all didn't see it, after the Malachi Black match with Penta Oscuro, where Malachi won, Pac came out because he's one of the 4 was going for this championship. But before he got to do or say anything, Miro dropped the most fucking amazing fucking promo. God bless this man and his promos. And he left Pac and he left Malachi Black speechless. This 4-way, Forbidden Door is going to be sick, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have another fucking 4-way besides this 4-way. And they announced it today, but I think we all kind of saw it coming with Jay White and Adam Cole and Hangman Adam Page. And oh my God, I forgot the last guy. Is it Okada?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Is it Okada, y'all?
That's the thing with me is like I'm kind of familiar with New Japan. Like the people in New Japan that I'm really familiar with are I can't even remember. Jay White, honestly, Jay White, Minoru Suzuki.
It is Okada.
And really anyone else. I know Okada is tremendous. I know of him, but I'm not one of these guys that sits here and pretends like I know every wrestler from every. No, I don't. Honestly, I don't. It's way too many to keep track of. So I'm familiar with these people from New Japan, but I don't really know them like that. So
same.
I'm still excited to see the show because the matches look tremendous. You know what I mean? But the familiarity, it isn't totally there.
Yeah, the same. I knew about Okada. I've heard that he had matches. I think he's the one who had matches with Omega. But when I saw that he was the 4th, I'm like, oh man. See, when Jay White came out and that whole thing happened, and you had him like Adam Cole over there, Jay White over here, I'm like, and then Okada came out. I'm like, you see them, all 4 of them lined up. I'm like, it's a 4-way, yes.
Those are always fun. Always.
I don't know what I'm gonna do because, quite frankly, I'm so super excited. I just kind of want to like fast forward to Sunday, but yeah. So
who do you think's gonna win that match?
I think Jay White's gonna retain.
I would like to see Jay White retain. Yeah, especially since he just got the belt. Like,
I think Jay White's gonna retain, and I think it's going to be a sick fucking match. I think
that goes without saying. That's going to be tremendous.
I can't wait.
AEW and their fucking 5-hour pay-per-views.
Yeah, because it's going to be 5 hours. I got to take my hair out, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm getting a headache. Hangman Page versus Silas Young.
Oh, Silas Young. That's my boy, bro. Love Silas Young.
He was on social media talking shit like before he did this match, and he came out, and I have to be honest, I didn't pay this match too much mind. I was distracted, and I don't know why, but I saw that Hangman got to do his finisher. And I didn't know that he was going to get it off on this big dude, but he did. He got his buckshot lariat out, and they were going back and forth.
The Butcher Jr.
Who?
Silas Young is the Butcher Jr. He's like the Butcher Light. Don't he look like the Butcher?
He kind of does look like the Butcher now that you say that.
It's like the diet Butcher.
I got to go back and rewatch this match. Did you like this match?
I did. I enjoyed it very much. And the thing is for me is that I know who Silas Young is because I'm an ROH guy from way back. So that's one thing that Tony, I wish he would kind of like work on. I think he doesn't do like promo packages for these people. Like, so yeah, a lot of people know who Okada is, but there's a lot of people who don't. And a little 20-second, 25-second little video package with Okada and him throwing some people around and him saying a couple things would kind of like help for you to kind of build yourself up to these matches, because especially for like, let's say Silas Young, if you don't watch Ring of Honor, you don't know who the fuck this guy is. You just like, oh, this is some guy. Like, you're not gonna know who he is, man. You know what I mean? I agree. If they would have just played like a little, here's a Cowboys opponent, Silas Young, and just play like a quick thing of him from Ring of Honor where he's kicking some ass. It wouldn't have taken no more than 10-15 seconds, and then you would have got a little bit of like backstory on him. But I don't know why Tony doesn't do that shit.
I agree. Mind Runner agrees with you too. He says they should have done this for all the NJPW guys. Very true. Very true. Man. Because it's like you said, like, obviously you've heard the name Okada. Obviously you've heard Minoru Suzuki. But there are people who haven't. And when these people come out, they're not excited for them because I've gotten no preview. I don't know who they are. You know, and if they don't do something tremendous, I'm not going to be into it. You know what I mean? So I agree with you 100%.
One thing that really irks me also that AEW does is that, like, going back to Will Ospreay, like when he comes out, he's wearing this belt. And they go weighing in at 247 pounds, Will Ospreay. No, motherfucker. He is the record fucking European champion, Will Ospreay. Like, announce the championship that he's wearing. Like, why don't they do that shit? I don't understand.
And they should, because this championship is being defended at Forbidden Door.
Yeah, and it's not like they're avoiding it, because as soon as they're done with the introductions, Excalibur's like, oh, Will Ospreay is the Record, European whatever hardcore forever champion. He names the championship, so like, why not announce it when he comes out? It makes you look. It just adds more to it.
Yeah, so it's a little strange. I agree. Let me ask you something.
Come on, Tony.
Come on, Tony. Listen up, man.
He watches the show.
That'd be great if he watches the show. You want to come on my show, Tony Khan? Anyway, before I talk about this next match, how do you feel about Marina Shafir?
I love her. I know you're not a fan. I love her. I love her style because it's different. I know that she needs work. I know that she's not at elite level yet, but I like her style because her and there's this girl in This is woman in WWE. Her name is Shayna Baszler. She was part of a group with Marina Shafir and Ronda Rousey and the other girl whose name I don't remember. But they have similar styles where it's a slow paced kind of like methodical taking apart of your opponent. You focus on a body part and you kind of like go at it slowly. They're not doing high flying moves. It's more judo and kind of like a lot of kicks and strikes. And I enjoy seeing that because there's a lot of women who don't do that. You know what I mean? You got powerhouses like Jade, and then you got Thunder Rosa who fucking does everything.
Yes!
Yeah, and Marina just has a different style that I appreciate. She just needs to work with people who are gonna kind of flow with her a little better.
Yeah, my thing about Marina Shafir was, so with the Thunder Rosa match versus Marina Shafir, there was a lot of crazy shit going on, a lot of negative talk about my homegirl. And, I don't have a comment either way, because I've always said, I don't mark for anybody, but I do mark for Thunder. Like, I just can't help myself. I love what she does for women wrestling. And, people forget that these people are human. They have bad days. But, I said, okay, I'm going to take that match with a grain of salt, and I'm going to wait till she has another match. So here she comes, and she has a match with Toni Storm, and I still feel the same way about Marina Shafir. I think her in-ring style, it mimics UFC too much. She hasn't made that transition over. I feel maybe she's scared to hurt somebody, because I have heard that people that are actual fighters, MMA, UFC fighters, actually scared to hurt people, so they don't go as hard as they should. So I respect that. But when I'm watching her, and if you watch other wrestlers, the moves slap. Even if it's a takedown, even if it's a submission, look at our homegirl Deeb. Okay? When she's going to do a submission, she grabs the leg, she looks at the crowd, boom, she does it. Marina Shafir is kind of like, I'm going to get your leg, I'm going to go over here, I'm going to get your arm. Yeah. If I want to see UFC, I'm going to watch UFC. Like, this is what my husband and I talked about. And so I feel she has the skill level for it. She definitely has the strength for it. And she's surrounded by pure characters, people that can help build her character. If she can get her moves to slap, if she can take a moment to pause, because that's what she's missing, that crowd interaction, which is why I find her boring. And I don't want to. She's a woman wrestler. I want to lift her up, but she has to give me that. Like, to me, she loses me with that, because I like the slaps. I like the hits and the pauses. You're interacting with the audience, and she doesn't have that. So that gets a little bit of that.
That is one thing I will agree with you on that. And that is one thing that she's definitely missing. She's missing the entertainment part of her her skill set. She's definitely missing that because she's out there doing shit for herself. And one other thing that she 100% needs to change is that fucking entrance. She could keep the music because it's different, and I get what she's trying to go for there. But that walking out with the fucking dirty hoodie on and just like walking out, like, no, babe, you gotta do a backflip or you gotta do a little dance. There's something you gotta do there. Something has to change there because that shit is mad boring. Did you hear the crowd when her music started?
What did they do?
Nothing. They did absolutely nothing. Her music started, her name came up, and it was like, oh, Marina Shafir's here.
Because they just want to see
I guess this match is next. Like, bro, I was like shocked at the silence.
Yes.
I mean,
yes. And that's the thing. Like, she has to try and improve.
That was funny.
She needs in-ring presence down pat. Correct. And crickets. Yes, I agree. It wasn't my favorite match of the night. However, I am a huge fan of Toni Storm. You know, I was like dreaming like about who can Toni Storm wrestle, and then all of a sudden we get a Chris Statlander and Athena promo. It's like a dream. It's like a dream to me that we have Statlander, Athena, and they mentioned that they also have a Willow. So you telling me you put Statlander, Athena, and Willow Nightingale together? Who can go up against that? Who can go
those baddies? Her and the baddies, bro. I want to see that match. That's what I want to see.
You want to see the baddies versus that?
Whatever they're gonna call themselves.
And I actually put that on Twitter. I said, name this faction, because I can't.
Yeah.
That shit is a hard-hitting faction.
Yeah, that's
those three girls.
I love Ember Moon / Athena. I wanted to see Statlander be the focus of that feud with Jade. Like, it kind of seems like Athena is the one they're kind of throwing at her, and maybe she'll go up against Jade and lose. I don't know. I mean,
that's what
I don't really see her beating Jade, but if they do that and then they leads into Statlander maybe dethroning Jade or something, then because I don't see anyone else on that roster. Maybe Thunder Rosa, maybe Nyla, who can beat Jade. I look at Jade and I'm like, the fuck is gonna beat her, bro?
But Statlander can. And
that's what I'm saying.
The thing.
She's the only one.
She's the only one, in my opinion. And so I'm cool that they're giving Athena this little thing because she's just come in, so they got to give her some light. But I'm also cool with Athena losing and then having it be like Chris Statlander's like, it's not over yet, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you still got to go through me. And I got my eye on that title. Whatever the fuck it is, whatever the hell the promo happens afterwards. You know, I want an excellent match with Athena and Jade, but I do not want Athena to win right now. Don't skip the line, lady. Statlander's been here from almost the beginning, and this girl has been showing people, why aren't y'all putting a belt on me? Look at me. I pick up 3 ladies. Look at me. Look at all these moves I got. Look at how my in-ring skill is. Like, she has it, and her promos have been great lately. Because I used to say the only thing Chris Statlander needs is to drop more promos, and now she has this. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
She's
Next
absolutely
PBS champion.
And as much as I love Jade, you know,
yes,
I love Jade. I think it's okay. It's not that it's time, because that's not the right thing to say. But I think it's if she were to lose the belt now, it's fine, bro. She's 30-0, like
32.
She's 32 and fucking 0. Like, it's okay now that she can take an L, and then maybe focus on the women's championship. You know, if she wants to go that route. You know what I mean?
Yes,
but
yes.
Statlander should definitely have a run at that belt, man.
And let me tell 100%. You. If she wins the belt, which she absolutely should, the crowd is going to lose their shit. She won the crowd over. If she didn't have the crowd before, when she did that move, when she had those 3 women on her, and then she dropped them, when she did that, the crowd was on her side since that point.
Oh yeah.
And they cannot let that fire die. Don't let that fire die, because AEW does have this thing where they build people up, and right when they're like, this is when you give them the belt, they just go, eh. And that's what has happened.
You're never gonna get over that proud and powerful shit ever. You're never
That's what I was about to say.
You're never gonna get over that. Never ever.
You knew where I was going. I'm like, and that's what's happened too. Never.
It's true, man. Because they should have had that. They should have won that shit in New York, man. But
the fuck. All right.
I don't know what happened there.
A lot of shit happened there. Before we get to the main event, we have the Christian Cage promo to address.
That motherfucker, man. That MFer. It was good because it was time. Like it was time for him to, because him being like the father figure of that group, it was enough. Like it really wasn't doing anything for him. It wasn't really doing anything for them. They're over. They don't need Christian Cage. Like they're fucking super over. They really are. So him just going completely, that's a good word, going nuclear on.
Yes.
Bro, when he went there about Jungle Boy's dad, that was just. I literally was here. I was watching the promo. I was like, okay, yeah, he's mad because he threw him out of the fucking casino battle royal. Okay, whatever. This seems like a very, this is a light bad guy promo, whatever. But then when he starts going in on the dad,
your dad is dead.
I don't even want to repeat that shit. That shit hurt my feelings.
Luke Perry. For y'all who don't know, if y'all kind of young, Jungle Boy is Jack Perry. His dad is Luke Perry, and Luke Perry was famous for 90210. So if you guys did not ever see that show or don't know about it, that is why his dad is famous. He's done some movies. He did some movies or whatnot, but he passed away young. And I personally did not think he would actually say it. The direction he was going in, I'm like, oh shit, he's going to talk about his dad. He's going to talk about it. And sure enough, he's like, you need a father figure, you need a this, but you have a dad. But the problem is, boom, your dad is dead. So when he said that, I was like, oh, he went there. And I'm pretty sure this reaction was in the crowd, the whole crowd. So he wanted the booze. He wanted to make it official. This is a heel turn. And he did. And then Luchasaurus came out.
Yeah.
So
like we were chatting before the show started, and it seems like they're gonna have. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it kind of seems like Luchasaurus is gonna be on Christian's side, which probably means he's gonna lose the mask finally. And we were talking before, and I've been hoping for all this time, like, Jungle Boy's a great face, everybody loves him or whatever, but for the most part, the crowd. More about the crowd. I always thought eventually he would go heel, and I thought that the perfect gimmick for him would be to call himself Hollywood Jack Perry and kind of become like, hey, I'm a fucking, celebrity, I'm in Hollywood, blah, 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 and have Luchasaurus take the mask off and kind of be like Diesel to his Razor Ramon, kind of be like his muscle bodyguard. That's just me. That's something I came up with in my own brain, thinking that would be really cool for him to do, because I think it's a little easier to be to learn promo when you're a heel, because there's a lot more you can say as a heel than what you can as a face. You got to, when you're a face, you got to be a good guy. So you got to kind of keep it whatever. That's just something I wanted. So now it kind of seems like he's going to lose the mask and be with Christian, which is like, damn it. Like, there goes that,
I didn't like that. I didn't like what happened with Luchasaurus, because Luchasaurus came out as a very smart dinosaur, and he used to talk. And they dumbed him down, and then he comes out yesterday, and he comes out ready to fuck Christian Cage up for everything that he was saying about, Jungle Boy. And it was so simple to make him change his mind. I'm like, only a dumbass would fall for that.
It was like, please, I love you. And he's like,
and I'm like,
okay.
I'm a stupid dinosaur. Like that's all I could see. I'm a stupid dinosaur. So I'm like,
yeah, it was like the promo itself. Everything up to before that was great, and it was shocking. But then like that kind of fell a little,
yes,
kind of fell a little flat for me, honestly.
Yes, that was the part of the promo I didn't like. They didn't have to do that, in my opinion. But anyway, to address Bobby's question, do I like Serena Deeb and Mercedes Martinez as a tag team? Hell yeah. I tweeted that I didn't, that was the tag team that I didn't know I needed. Yes. Yes. The Professor and Mercedes Martinez. Absolutely. 100,000%. That's going to be excellent. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that match. So I forgot who they were going up against. Bobby. Who they going up against, Bobby? You're in the room. I totally forgot because when they mentioned them, I was just like lost. Oh, they haven't mentioned who they're going up against. It just said they're in action, if I remember. If I remember correctly.
Bobby is the statistician of the Top Rope Squishy live show.
Yes. So this brings us to the main event, which was Chris Jericho teaming up with Lance Archer, which is a little strange to me, going up against Jon Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi, which is strange, or was not strange, but since they're facing each other at the Forbidden Door for the AEW interim belt, I was like, wow, they're tagging together before they have to face each other. It was a nice match put together. The match, I think Tanahashi was a little slow. I expect him to move a little faster. I've seen him move faster, so I don't know what was going on. Maybe he was tired. I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to give us everything, and I'm so good with that. Like, please don't kill them before.
That's the thing. I think that's the key there. I don't think they wanted to blow anybody up before the show. God forbid somebody twists an ankle or tweaks a knee or whatever, because there's more than enough injuries going around. I don't think they want it anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. This match, I was kind of like in and out of, because I was doing some stuff here and kind of like going back and forth. So I was like watching it, but it didn't. I think Lance Archer. I think I'm sick of him, and I like him as far as like a wrestler and all that. But it's like I know when that dude comes out, like he's taking an L unless he's on Dark or something and he kills somebody. Like he serves no purpose other than like take a L. Like I see him and I just don't buy him anymore. Like he doesn't even come out with Jake Roberts anymore, which I love that shit together. Yes. I love them together.
Where is Jake? Yeah, Murder Hawk is always staring at the lights, and that really sucks because that's another example of how AEW drops the ball. You bring out this guy. He's called the Murder Hawk. He comes out with props, human props that he fucks up before his match because everybody dies. And then you drop the ball when this guy is on fire and you don't give him the TNT belt. I don't get it. It was a huge ball drop, and now he is like a high-end jobber, and it sucks because I absolutely love Murder Hawk.
Yeah, so and it's like I know you're not an SCU fan, but I love Scorpio Sky. But it's like, what's the purpose of Scorpio Sky having that fucking belt? They're not doing anything with that belt, like nothing. Right now, they're doing nothing with it.
They can't.
Why not put that shit on Lance Archer, and let him have it for like 2, 3, 4 months, and let him beat the shit out of some guys on the roster, and then have him a little run. Like I don't know why they do that. I don't get it.
Lou, you know where the belt's going. You know where the TNT belt's going. It's going to Wardlow.
I'm hoping it goes back to Miro.
No.
I want Miro to take that shit back. Oh, well, yeah, of course. Yeah, but I'm saying, here's the thing. They could have had Lance Archer had his run now and drop it to Wardlow. That would have been perfectly fine for me. Like, I would have been totally fine with that. And then it would have probably been a kick-ass match. But they fucked it up. They got what are you gonna have Wardlow against Scorpio Sky? He's gonna beat the shit out of Scorpio Sky. Like Scorpio Sky, what's he gonna do to Wardlow?
Indeed, but that's
He's
what's
gonna
gonna
kill
happen.
Wardlow's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill that guy, bro.
So, do you have Miro winning the All Atlantic Championship?
No, I think Pac is gonna win.
Yes, and
I think Pac is gonna win. It's funny because I love Miro, I love him. No homo. I think Pac is gonna win, but I want Malachi Black to win. It's weird. It's very weird. So I'm very invested in the match because I really want to see what they do. I think Pac is gonna win primarily because I think that belt is gonna be a belt that you're not gonna see too much on Dynamite. Like it's gonna be going places. Like they're gonna be taking it to New Japan. They're gonna be taking it to other places, and I think Pac is gonna be the one to be doing a lot of that.
I agree. And Pac's always traveling anyway and getting stuck in Europe. So it would be great for him to have it and do a roundabout over there, you know. And plus, Miro's already held the belt. So I think that with such a bloated roster, you need to, you know, give some of the people that were there originally something, you know, something. And Pac is not just some guy that you're like, oh, I feel bad for him. This guy's a beast.
It's time for Pac to have a belt. It's time for Pac to have a belt. If he's not going to be AEW World Champion and he's not in the TNT title picture, this is a perfect time to put that shit on him and let him please give this guy a belt, bro. He's more than deserving of being a champion.
I agree. Pac, it's time for him to get the belt. Now, if you want Miro to take it from Pac, great. However, it's Pac's time. It really is because he's part of Death Triangle and Lucha Bros had belts already. And Pac has just been like that promo he did when he was stuck, you know, because he's from is he from Ireland? No, he's Scottish.
So. I don't know. I said I think so, then I don't know. So I have
the
no idea.
bastard Pac. Oh, I think he's from Ireland.
Bobby?
He did that promo, remember, where there was like 8 of him?
Yeah.
Losing his mind
with the blindfold and all that shit.
That fucking promo was so good. He always drops fire promos. Every time he talks, it's always like, "Oh, he's gonna fucking kill you." And I don't know if it's the accent. I just love Pac. I just really want to see him. Ireland. Thanks, Courtney. So he's from Ireland. I really want to see the bastard Pac get his belt. So people. So that brings us to the end. But I want to still ask you a couple of things really quick.
I got one thing before we pass through that main event match that we had there. So at the end of the match, there was like a giant brouhaha, a giant schmoz. All these guys came out. They were all fighting around the ring. And Moxley and Tanahashi are just standing in the ring, staring at each other.
For 10 minutes.
And it would have been fine if it was like 10 seconds and then they just started punching each other in the face. That's normally what happens. But the end of that show was like a good 3 or 4 minutes and they just stood there staring at each other. It was super fucking weird. Now, what I think should have happened is that Moxley and Tanahashi, they should have gotten, you know, when they were staring at each other, everybody's fighting. They should have started furiously making out while everyone around them was fighting in the ring. I think that would have been a tremendous, beautiful show of love between two men. And it would have been an amazing thing for Pride Month. They could have tied in Pride Month. They could have had a rainbow on the big screen back there, and they could have just had them. Because, dude, come on, man. No, listen, as a man, I'm going to tell you, men do not hate each other like that. If you got two dudes who hate each other like that, there's a reason for that. Like somebody stuck somebody's girl, you know, somebody owes somebody some money. You don't just hate, like Moxley hates Tanahashi because Tanahashi's good. That's the only reason he hates him. Like it doesn't make sense. He hates him because he hasn't been able to fight him all this time. So it's like
it's kayfabe hate, right? Though.
Well, yeah. But it's like, nah, bro. You don't hate a dude. You don't hate that dude. You don't hate a dude that much without some type of emotion, bro. They should have just started making out. And that would have been the end of it.
I didn't expect you to say that. Pause. Pause. Listen. It was Kingston, Yuta,
Oh shit! What's up,
Minoru
Dan?
Suzuki, Shota, they all came out. And they were all brawling. Everybody was kicking each other's ass outside of the ring. I mean, I'm talking about pure mayhem. And in the ring, Moxley and Tanahashi, this close, just stare down. I would have been able to do it. I would have started laughing.
That's one thing. That's one thing in wrestling. Like I don't know how you never see them break out in laughter. Like it never happens.
Oh,
it's never happened.
I would have started laughing. So, but yes, that's how it ended. They even like went over. So, because my DVR cut and it went black, and then they were still staring at each other. So yeah.
Oh my god.
For Forbidden Door, I just got one question. Does Thunder Rosa retain?
Oh yeah, of course she does. I was actually going to ask you if she is even on the show, because I thought that they said that she was, but then Excalibur's doing his. I didn't see Thunder Rosa in there anywhere.
Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm.
Oh, she's wrestling. I thought she was wrestling a Joshi wrestler at the show.
No.
Oh, okay.
I guess because Thunder Rosa was a Stardom champion, and she did a lot of stuff in Japan, so I think they counting Thunder Rosa as that part, as that side.
Okay.
Or this is what I'm guessing, because almost all the matches, if not all the matches, has a New Japan Pro wrestler in it, except for this one. And there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, Toni Storm's gonna take it," and I'm like, she ain't. I mean, I'm sorry.
I could kind of see it, but I don't think so, bro. I don't think she's gonna drop the belt to Toni Storm.
It's not happening.
Because
it's not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah, I don't think so. Unless something happens where like Thunder Rosa turns heel or something at the end of the match, I wouldn't understand why she would drop the belt to another, like, you know what I'm saying? Like another good guy. Like, I don't see why she would do that.
That Tanahashi and Moxley were smelling each other's breakfast.
I'm telling you, man, dudes don't beef like that. You don't stand there and stare into a dude's eyes for 4 minutes like that. That shit's just weird, bro. They
at least it should have been saying something. Like their mouth should have been moving.
There was a little jockeying from Moxley, but even still, like, come on, man.
Don't make me laugh, motherfucker. Weird. Don't make me laugh, motherfucker. Don't make me laugh, motherfucker. I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, I think that's what they should have been doing. We can't hear it. We don't know what's being said, but it looks like they're arguing. That would have made it better.
Yeah, it was weird.
No, you stop that right now. It's not Tony time yet. So to everybody that's out there, I agree with the Starting Five podcast. It is not Tony time yet.
Yeah, I don't see that. And I like Toni Storm, but I don't see it.
She's not dethroning Thunder. Thunder's not losing that shit until All Out, period. Mark my words. All right, y'all. Who do you think she's taking it from, though? Who do you think is taking it from her, though? Let's be real. Who's taking it from Thunder? I have no one. I'm like, what if it's going to be Jade? What if Jade loses the TBS championship?
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Yes. That would be that would be so good. Yeah, let's do that. Let's book that right now. Tony, wherever you are in the chat.
And Jade. If it's not Jade, give it to Serena Deeb. Period. She'll be good.
True. And then she could go back to feuding with Hikaru Shida and their fucking forever blood feud that they're having. They're gonna be feuding until they're in their 60s.
You got so many women on that roster now.
God damn it. I don't want to see them fight no more.
I want to see, these people take it. Like, I want to see all these people get belts. Jamie Hayter should get a belt sometime in the future too. So, Lou, you know what time it is, Lou. It is the hot seat time. Lou, you've been in the seat before.
All right, so we're going to do none of this. I see a lot of people on this fucking show. They go, nah, bro.
Yes. I'm going to let you think it out. Yes.
The hot seat,
you're
bro.
right. Fast 10 is a little different. So you got 5 questions last time, but you're getting 4 this time. You're going to get 3 and a bonus. Okay, because you're a repeat guest. So I don't want to run out of questions with you because I know you'll be back. So, you ready? The first one's usually a little easy. Okay. Here we go. Hot seat time. I'm gonna have to get a graphic so when I say that it just goes hot seat. Okay, so Would you rather team up with Batman or team up with Superman in a war?
Oh, Superman, no doubt. Who's being Superman?
Now,
He's invulnerable. He can fly. Batman is a dude wearing tights.
Are you picking Superman because you actually like him better than Batman?
No.
Or because you know he can actually win?
No, if I'm in a war and somebody goes, you can have this weird guy in blue tights that does nothing, or you can have this god who can get struck by lightning and pick up buildings. I'm gonna go with the guy who can pick up buildings.
I'm gonna go with the guy that can change time. Who can reverse time by going around the world.
Motherfucker went back in time and saved his girlfriend's life. The fuck? Shit. Can do anything.
Okay. Right. If you want to win the war, you pick Superman. If you want to go eat at a fancy restaurant, you go with Batman.
There you go. Absolutely.
My husband prefers Batman, but anyway. Would you rather be trapped in the Matrix or trapped in the Lord of the Rings?
I mean, I'm in the Matrix right now. You mean like when you say trapped in the Matrix, do you mean like I'm trapped in the real world Matrix or like in the freed Matrix world where all the freed people are?
No, not in Zion.
Okay, so you talking about basically right now. I'm in real life. I am in the Matrix now. So I want to be somewhere else. Put me in the Lord of the Rings.
Matrix. You don't want Gandalf?
You could put me in freaking Lord of the Rings so I could be like living with those hobbits and I'll introduce basketball to them so I could just be dunking on everybody and all these little 3-foot guys shooting threes in everybody's face and dunking. I'll be like Shaq.
3-foot guys with hairy feet.
Them hairy ass feet. Well, I'll be stepping on people's feet and dunking in their face. It'll be phenomenal. That'll be great.
Oh my God. No, Nick Bonton said, not for a war. I'd pick Superman too. So he's correcting me there. Okay. So
Batman trying to do, come on, man. He could fight, but come on, bro. If there's 200 like soldiers coming at you, you want to.
Yeah, you want laser eyes. You want laser eyes. Courtney goes, Matrix. Oof, Keanu. Courtney, behave. All right.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I love Keanu. All right, here we go. Would you rather wear a thong 2 sizes too small for 24 hours or dirty underwear for a week?
Oh my God. Man. I guess I got to go with the first one because that's just, ew, that's nasty, yo. Dirty underwear for a week. I can't do that, bro. I shower like twice a day. I'm sorry, bro. If y'all motherfuckers out there want to wear dirty drawers, so I got like 67 pairs of drawers in my gaveta, bro. There's no way. I can't be that guy, bro.
Thong for you, right?
I'll be very uncomfortable for 24 hours, but I'll deal with it.
Lay in bed and it won't be so hard.
Yeah, I'll deal with it. Oh, two sizes too small. Oh my God.
Yeah, 2 sizes too small.
On
top of it. Not only is it gonna be up your ass.
That's gonna be crushing things that shouldn't be crushed. Not good.
Yes. You're gonna be uncomfortable, but you won't stink. So that's good.
That's what counts.
And that's what counts. And here's the bonus question. Would you rather be with an out-of-shape woman who doesn't really comb her hair or dress nice, but is excellent in bed, or with a hot fire woman who's turns heads, but absolutely sucks in bed?
This is such a. I'm like, I can't win either way. Oh man. Fuck. That's terrible. What a terrible question.
It's a bonus question.
Well, because it's because I feel like a dick saying I want to pick the hot girl, but fuck, that's mean. I shouldn't be so superficial.
Because everybody wants a hot girl that's also good in bed. But you don't get that choice here.
Listen, guys. I'm in my fucking mid-40s, bro. I'm washed. Like I'm not 20 anymore, bro. Busting all those nuts when I was 20 is a different thing than being 44, bro. I could care less. So I'd rather be with. I don't know. I'd rather be with somebody who I could like get along with and shit.
That's not. That's not. You didn't pick one.
I am going to
This
go
dude made
with.
his own response.
All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I kind of went option C on that one. I'm gonna go with the. All right, I'm gonna go with the first one. Fuck it.
Out of shape woman who's excellent in bed, doesn't comb her hair, doesn't really dress nice, but you know when the doors close.
You know what? Nah. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Nah. See, you threw all that extra shit in there. Nah, bro. Listen, okay, give me the hot girl. I'll teach her some shit.
There you go.
I'll teach her some shit. We'll get along fine. She could be super hot, and we'll do it that. Listen, if it was a girl who wasn't that attractive and a little overweight, but she at least fucking combs her hair and like tries, bro, it'd be a different story. But you're a bitch that don't comb her hair.
Does not
get the fuck out of here.
Doesn't really dress up.
Nah, you listen. No.
But when the doors close, it's
I'm not Captain America over here, but when I'm with somebody, I try to like, you know what I'm saying? I make sure I'm shaved. I got my hair cut. I got my shit right. I smell good. So now you put in half that effort walking around here. How am I gonna look walking around Target with some girl? Her hair is looking all crazy and she wearing dirty. Nah, bro, get the fuck out of here.
He said, "Not me, yo, not me." All right,
can't do it.
I get it, Lou. Well, people, wait. My runner said, wait, what about the hygiene? She's just frumpy. She's not unclean. She's clean, but she's super frumpy.
Yeah, but this bitch, you gotta get her to comb her hair. You don't be combing her hair while she's asleep. So when she wakes up, she looks good. Nah, bro.
I have such a migraine, and this is hilarious. Is she swampy?
Oh my God. My runner is wildin'. Can't do that.
Oh my God, that's so nasty. Lou, don't take her to Target. She belongs in Walmart.
Facts. Say less.
People, this was our show. I had a blast. Lou.
Always.
I gotta see how many times you've been on my show because I gotta give you a number next time you're on.
I think this might have been my 10th appearance. I think. I'm not sure.
All right. We gotta find out.
Before we go, real quick, I just want to send a shout out to Rhea Ripley. I know this is an AEW show, but I've learned that she's got a brain injury. So hopefully she's okay and everything turns out good with her. But shout out to Rhea Ripley.
Shout out to Rhea Ripley. We talk about AEW here, but I do not discriminate. So yes, praying that she does not have a brain injury. That sounds really horrible. Oh my God.
She's the best.
I'm so sorry, y'all. That really sucks. There's a lot of love in the room for Rhea. So I hope she gets better soon. That sounds really horrible.
Yeah, she's okay. She's like doing her thing, but she was supposed to have a match. And then they took her out of the match unexpectedly. And then she said something on Twitter. She responded to somebody. And she's like, oh yeah, I have a brain injury, so I can't exactly, just jump back in the ring. So she seems okay, but there's something there. But you hear brain injury, you're like, God damn, that sounds serious. So
you're really thinking something horrible. It could be a really bad concussion, but even that's could be bad. So let's hope she gets better soon. Everyone, thank you for joining. Again, Lou, before you're out, just tell people once again where they can find you.
Yeah, man. Everything Podcast. You know me, Lou from the BX. If you the quickest way to get to all my stuff is to go to Instagram, type in the Everything Podcast, follow the page. From there, you can click on my Pico link. That's right in the description. And from there, you'll find everything. You'll find Wrestling is Trash, the wrestling podcast that I am now a part of officially. We just dropped an episode this week, and it was actually on Juneteenth we recorded it. So we did our personal top five favorite Black wrestlers and favorite cruiserweights. So not your typical wrestling show. We pick different topics and kind of discuss them. So you could check us out there. Wrestling is Trash, me, the Everything Podcast. And yeah. You already know.
Thank you. And
Thank
I
you.
know that my energy was a little low on this show, people, but I have a sick headache. What the fuck? Anyway.
What a trooper. The show must go on.
The show must go on. People, I had a blast. Thank you guys for joining. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe to Mr. Lou here and follow him on Twitter and Instagram. Links in the description. I'm Maddie from Top Rope Squishy. And as always, a lot of love, peace, and wrestling. Be safe. Keep it real. Don't be mean. Be good to people and to yourself, and treat people how you want to be treated. All right, y'all?
Take care of your mental health.
Always. Have a good night, y'all. See y'all in the next one.